a ghost, haunted the life of Britain's greatest naval hero. It had no face, no form, and existed only in one way: pain. In 1797, the legendary Vice Admiral Henry Nelson lost his right arm on the battlefield. Yet that arm never truly left him. It would itch, cramp, and cause excruciating heart-wrenching pain. Nelson did not attribute this to a curse. Instead, he reached a startling conclusion. If a non-existent arm could still feel, then human consciousness must be independent of the body. He called this pain direct evidence of the immortality of the soul. It seems incomprehensible. How can there be pain without an arm? We are all accustomed to thinking that pain must come from where the injury is. Nerves are the signal wires, and the brain is the alarm. The appearance of Nelson's ghost hand created the first crack in this theory. History, too, always takes unexpected turns in the most unlikely places. On the Anzio beachhead during World War II, anesthesiologist Henry Beecher faced a desperate shortage of morphine. He had no choice but to inject soldiers with useless saline solution, falsely claiming it was a powerful painkiller. Yet more than one-third of the soldiers, after receiving this fake medicine, reported that their pain was greatly relieved. What confused him even more was that these severely wounded soldiers were far calmer than the civilians he treated behind the lines. Civilians who had only minor injuries but writhed in pain. Clearly, some variables were missing from the equation of pain. Beecher believed these variables were context and meaning. For soldiers, being injured meant being alive. Leaving hell was good news. That news itself became the strongest stimulant. For civilians, a sudden accident meant medical bills and endless trouble. These negative emotions only magnified even minor pain infinitely. Beecher's battlefield intuition was like a stone thrown into a calm lake. It wasn't until 1965 that two researchers, Ronald Melzack and Patrick Wall, found the scientific explanation for these ripples. The gate control theory. They proposed that there's a gate in our spinal cord, and all pain signals must pass through this gate. To reach the brain, the opening and closing of this gate are not only controlled by the injury signals themselves, but also by downward commands from the brain.